Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 29 of Mindful March. It's crazy, the month's almost completely over. We have a few days left. Today we have about 5 minutes before we start, so you can grab a comfortable seated position. Today's class will be about an hour. Remember, it's your practice, so if things aren't feeling right or something really hurts or it's uncomfortable, make sure you stop doing whatever we're doing there and just take a little break, listen to your body, and just wait for the next asana. For standing, mountain pose is a great way to relax, or you can always take a child's pose. And really, with practice, these are all suggestions, so if there's something that is just not in your practice, don't do it. It's really about doing what feels good to you, making sure you're still challenging your body, but also making sure to protect your body and realize it's not a contest. It's really about just being present, moving, breathing, being still, clearing the mind. So we have about 4 minutes before we start. Grab a comfortable seated position, nice straight spine. Make sure you're rolling those shoulders back and down, opening the chest. Throughout practice, you want to leave a lot of room for your lungs. So it's always about making sure the chest is open and we're not closing it. Inflating those lungs in a three-dimensional fashion. Left to right, front to back, top to bottom. And we will resume our in-person classes this Friday, April 2nd. And our online schedule, we've been practicing at 8 o'clock every day. When we get to April, we're going to move the classes to Monday and Wednesday at 9 a.m. So if 8's a little early for you, you can practice at 9. Or if you like to do, the great thing about our online studio, since it's all there for you whenever you want, you can always do it the day after, earlier in the morning, or another class if you want to do something before we teach. The online studio will continue on, so if you're not from the area or someone that's not ready to come to in-person classes, you will still have that option. We plan on keeping the online studio going, especially when we're doing in-person classes. We'll be teaching on the lawn, hopefully, the online studio, so we can always do overflow people up there, so we'll have a little more space to teach more classes or more students also. So just grab a comfortable seated position, start taking some nice deep breaths and clearing your mind. When you're ready, you can bring your hands to heart center, light bow to your head, and just take a moment to give yourself some gratitude for coming to your mat today, for making your health and well-being a priority and setting this time apart for yourself. When you're ready, you can rub your hands together. Build up a little friction in your palms. And when the palms get nice and warm, transfer that heat to your heart center. When you're ready, you can blink your eyes open. And we're going to come to a standing position. Up nice and tall. Weight evenly distributed in the feet. A little wider than hip width apart. Pull those shoulders back. And with an exhale, lower your chin to chest. Just let the head hang there for a few breaths, relaxing the shoulders. No stress on the neck. And with an inhale, bring your gaze up towards the sky, making sure not to pinch your neck in the back. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, raise that gaze up. Exhale, chin to chest. And one more time. Now with an inhale, we're going to roll our left ear towards left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, right ear, right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. And this time when we go left, we're going to go all the way around 3 times. And then all the way around 3 times the other way. Really gentle movement, making sure not to pinch the neck, just loosening the vertebrae up. After you're done all those rotations, 3 each way, you can come back resting your chin to chest. Just take a few deep breaths here. Really relaxing the shoulders. With an inhale, bring the crown of your head up towards the sky. We're going to bring some movement to the shoulders. So with an inhale, bring both arms way up overhead. Exhale, turn the palms out. Release your arms down by your sides. And just do these at your own pace. Really slowing your breath and slowing the movement to match that breath. Next time your arms are down by your sides, you can leave them there. And we're going to inhale and open the arms out to the sides. Pull those shoulder blades together. Exhale, give yourself a hug. And pay attention to which arm's on top and just switch that each time. Once again, your breath, your movement. On your face, so relax your jaw, maybe put a slight smile on your face. And next time your arms are open, you can leave them out there. We're going to make big circles with the arms, really working those shoulders and opening them up, and change directions. Come to stillness, arms down by your sides. Now just make some circles with the shoulders. So bring your shoulders up your back and down around front. Inhaling up, exhaling down. And change direction, so come up the front and exhale down around back. And you can come to stillness. We're going to bring the hands out in front of the chest at chest height, arms extended, palms to ground. And just make a real tight fist and squeeze this one as tight as you can. And just go between opening your hand and making that fist. Waking up all the fingers, all the muscles in your forearms. Next time your hands are open, you can leave them there. And with an exhale, just point your fingers towards the ground. Inhale up towards the sky. Trying not to move the arms. This is all wrist. Next time your fingers are up towards the sky, you can leave them there. And then return your hands back, palms towards ground. Bend the elbows and gently twist from side to side. You can come to stillness and release the arms. Place your hands on your hips. And we're going to ring those imaginary bells. So just make some circles with the hips. You can change directions. And come to stillness. Move your feet so that they're hip width apart here, so you want them a little closer. And now we're just going to open our hips to the outside here. So we're going to inhale that right knee up. Bring that right knee out to the side and exhale that foot down. Inhale it back up. And bring it back to center. And just do 3 on each side. And after you do 3 with the right leg, do 3 with the left. And if you finish before me, you can always do 1 more if you'd like. Done, we'll be up nice and tall here. Now we're going to just step to the outside here. So you want to move over towards the left side of your mat. Or if you're standing in the front, it's okay. But we'll be stepping our foot out to the side. So with an inhale, we're going to bring both arms up overhead. Exhale, step that right leg out. And then lean the torso over. Inhale, bring the torso up. And come back. And if you notice when I came back, it's a little bit of a, not a jump, but we're coming back lightly. We're not pulling that leg in. We're actually bending this right knee a little and then coming up. Okay, so arms down by your side. We'll do 2 more of those. So inhale the arms up. And when you're ready, we're going to step that right leg out. Lean. Inhale, bring that torso up. And then come over. Exhale, release the arms. 1 more. Inhale the arms up. Step that right leg out. Lean, and there is a bend in this right leg, just a little one. Come back, bring the inhale up. And come back. Exhale, release the arms. And now we'll do the other side. Inhale the arms up. Step that left leg out. Lean that torso over. Shoulders are flat against an imaginary wall. Inhale, torso up. And come back. Release the arms. 2 more. Inhale the arms up. Step that left leg out. Lean that torso over with the exhale. Inhale back up to center. Come back and exhale, release the arms. 1 more. Inhale up. Step that left leg out. Lean that torso over, shoulders flat against an imaginary wall. Inhale up. Come back. Exhale, release the arms. We're going to stand with the feet about hip width apart now. Bend the knees, place the hands just above the knees, and make some circles with the legs. You can change directions. Come to stillness. We're going to lift that right foot, and without moving the leg, make some circles with the ankle. Change directions. And we'll switch feet. Change directions. And place that foot down. And just take a quick Tadasana. Just check in with your body. Make sure the shoulders are back. Taking some nice deep breaths. You can blink your eyes open. And we're going to do a few forward folds here. So with an inhale, bring both arms way up overhead. With an exhale, swan dive forward. You can bend the knees here if you like. Nice deep breaths. You can interlock the hands to elbows. Bring some gentle movement to the spine. Come to stillness and release the arms. Put a micro bend in the knees, and with an inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Inhale the arms up overhead, and exhale, release the arms. And we're going to do 1 more of those and add a halfway lift. So inhale the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. With an inhale, we're going to place our hands on our thighs, come up to a nice flat back. So while we're here, make sure you're pulling those shoulder blades back, engaging your abdomen. Hips are going back, neck and head forward. You can lift the kneecaps by tightening your thighs. And you can bring your gaze up just a little. We don't want to pinch our neck, so we're not cranking the head back, but you can always lift it just a little. Making sure everything's engaged here. With an exhale, forward fold. Micro bend the knees, and inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Inhale the arms overhead, and exhale, release the arms. We're going to go back to a Warrior One sequence now. We're going to do that from the front of our mat here. So up nice and tall, we're just going to step back to it. So when you're ready, we're going to step that right foot back. Warrior One foot position. That foot is grounded. There's a bend in the left knee. Hips are forward. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Nice deep breaths here. Making sure that whole right foot is grounded. The heel is on the ground, the ball of the foot, and the toes. I'm going to bring some movement to this. So with an inhale, the arms come up high. Long, slow exhale. Arms come down, hands touch out front. Inhale, hands to heart center. Arms back up overhead. And do 2 more at your own pace. And we'll all meet back in Warrior One. With an exhale, bring your hands to heart center, and we're going to go to high crescent lunge here. So we're going to turn our right foot so we're on the ball of the right foot and the toes. Still a bend in that left knee. And you want to try to get that right foot back as far as you can get it. You'll start to feel that in this thigh here. When you're ready, inhale the arms up. High crescent lunge. With an exhale, bring your hands to heart center, and we're going to add a twist here. We're just going to twist to the left, looking over that left leg. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, place your hands down around the left foot and lower that right knee. Put the top of the right foot on the mat. Bring both hands to this left knee. We're going to do low crescent lunge here. But pulse your hips forward a little bit and you'll start to feel this right thigh. And when you feel the position you're good with, stay there. Inhale the arms up for low crescent lunge. Nice straight torso here. If you want to add on and bring a little movement to the spine, maybe you can start to lean that spine back, opening your chest to the sky. Make sure your head's not going back. The whole spine has to go, and wherever the spine stops, that's where your head needs to stop. With an exhale, put both hands down around that left foot. And with the inhale, we're going to push back to half monkey. So straighten that left leg. Left toes come up towards sky. Nice deep breath here. Bring your torso up nice and high, straight back. Inhale. And exhale, fold forward. Trying to bring your chest down to your knee. If you have a lot of pain in the calf, you can always flatten that left foot. It'll help alleviate some of that. The more those toes are up towards the sky, the more you'll feel that in that calf. And you might really feel this in the hamstring also. Nice deep breaths here. When you're ready with an exhale, we're going to place that left foot flat on the mat and bend that left knee. And we're going to add a twist here. So put your right hand as close to your left foot as you can get it. And inhale that left arm up to sky. Exhale, bring that left hand down. We're going to roll our toes and lift that right knee. And then step forward. And we're going to do the other side now. So exhale, step that left foot back. Warrior One on this side. So whole left foot is grounded. Foot's on that 45-degree angle. Bend in the right knee. Left hip is forward and chest is forward. Inhale your arms up.
Nice deep breaths here. And we're going to bring some movement to this. So inhale the arms up high. Long, slow exhale. Hands touch out front. Inhale, heart center and overhead. And do a total of 3. And we'll all meet back in Warrior One. With an exhale, bring the hands to heart center. And we're going to go back to high crescent lunge here. So turn that left foot so you're on the ball of the left foot and left toes. Trying to push that left leg back as far as you can. When you're comfortable, engage the arms. Nice deep breaths. Opening that chest. With an exhale, bring the hands to heart center, and we're going to add a twist here. So exhale, twist, looking over that right leg. Inhale, come back to center. With an exhale, place both hands down around this right foot. Lower that left knee and put the top of the left foot on the mat. Place both hands on this right knee and just pulse the hips forward a little bit. When you feel something in that left thigh that you can live with, stay there. And then inhale, arms up for low crescent lunge. You can stay here with a straight spine, or if you want, gently expose your chest to the sky, pulling the shoulders back and making sure not to bend the head back. With an exhale, put both hands around this right foot. We're going to put the left hand as close to the right foot as we can get it, and inhale up for a twist. Exhale, bring that right hand down. And we're going to inhale, straighten that right leg for half monkey. Right toes come up towards sky. Torso's nice and straight. Big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Nice deep breaths here. If you can't get your hands to the ground, it's great to have a block or a book or blankets, anything that'll let you stop where you're comfortable. What you want to make sure is your spine is nice and straight. We're not trying to bring our head towards our knee. We're trying to bring that whole torso down. Nice deep breaths. With an exhale, put that right foot flat on the mat. We're going to go back to standing, so roll those left toes and lift that left knee. And then step forward and take it to Tadasana. Up nice and tall. Remember to think about lightening your face, softening your jaw, softening your brow. Maybe put a slight space between your lips and a little smile. Often we think about mountain pose as a very serious, hard pose. It's a relaxing pose, making the face lighter. You can blink your eyes open. And we're going to do a Warrior Two sequence now. So we'll start at the front of our mat, hands at heart center. And we're just going to step that right leg back. Once again, heel arch alignment. So you want to have the heel of the left foot, drawing a line from it, would meet the middle of that right arch. Right toes are facing towards the edge of your mat. Bend in the left knee, and if you look down the left eye, you see at least your first two toes. And then when you're ready, engage the arms. We're flat up against an imaginary wall. Engaging all your fingers, your triceps, the shoulders, pulling those shoulder blades back, and checking in with that right arm that we're level. Sometimes that'll drop or go up too high. Looking over the left middle and ring finger. And now we're going to go to reverse warrior. So with an inhale, flip that left palm, bring the right hand down the right leg, left arm up overhead, looking up at that left arm or left hand. Nice deep breaths. Let's take a nice deep breath. It's going to be one breath, one movement from reverse warrior to warrior two. Before we go though, make sure with your reverse warrior position that left knee is still bent. So one breath, one movement. Exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Next time you're in reverse warrior, you can stay there. With an exhale, come back to warrior two. We're going to do side triangle here, so we're going to straighten that left leg and push our hips back. Exhale, reach forward, and then when you stop going forward, bring that left hand down to left ankle or calf, right arm up to sky. Shoulders are still pushed up against that imaginary wall. Nice deep breaths. With an inhale, put that bend in the knee and come back to warrior two. Place your hands on your hips. Up nice and tall. We're going to go to a wide-legged forward fold here. So inhale up nice and tall. Exhale, forward fold. You can bring your hands down to the mat. If you think you can, maybe move your legs a little wider. Nice deep breaths here. We're going to place our left hand directly in front of our face on the mat, and with an inhale, send that right arm up to sky. Exhale, bring that right hand down, place it on your face, in front of your face on the mat. Inhale that left arm up to sky. Exhale, bring that left hand down. Just walk your legs in a little bit. Put a micro bend in your knees.
Place your hands on your hips, and with an inhale, come up to a flat back, halfway lift. You might really feel that in the hamstrings. Engage the abdomen. Pull those shoulders back. Exhale, forward fold. With an inhale, put a micro bend in the knees, and inhale all the way up to standing. And you can step to the front of your mat, and we'll do the other side. So up nice and tall. We're going to step, I'll do it from this side. We'll step the left leg back for warrior two. And remember, heel arch alignment. If you look down this right leg, you see the first two toes, and engage the arms. Nice deep breaths here. You can always check in with that back arm. Make sure you're level. And we're going to go to reverse warrior here. So with an inhale, flip that right palm. Right arm comes up overhead, and we're looking up at that right hand. Left arm comes down left leg. Nice deep breaths. One breath, one movement. So exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, back to reverse warrior. Next time you're in reverse warrior, you can stay there. Really feel this one. See if you can elongate that right side. Exhale, come back to warrior two. Now we're going to go to side triangle, so straighten that right leg, push the hip back. Exhale, reach forward, and then bring that right hand down to right calf or ankle. Left arm up to sky. Shoulders are pushed up against an imaginary wall. With an inhale, come back to warrior two. Place your hands on your hips and turn your toes. So we're going to have our legs wide-legged stance here, and our toes are going out just a little. We're going to put a bend in our knees and place your hands just above your knees. Nice straight back, but I am leaning forward just a little, so you'll see from the side. And now with an exhale, we're going to push on our left leg and twist right. Inhale, come back to center. Push on that right leg and twist left. Inhale, back to center, and go through one more time. And when you come back to center, just stay there. With an inhale, come up to standing, and just come to the front of your mat and take a few deep breaths. Take a Tadasana. Blink your eyes open. And for balance today, we'll do tree pose. Up nice and tall, hands at heart center. Slowly shift the weight into that left leg. Ground the entire left foot and put a micro bend in that left knee. Find your focus point.
And when you're ready, you can kickstand that right heel against the left ankle. You can stay there, or put that right foot on the left calf or thigh. Just don't place it on your knee. If you're comfortable there, engage your branches. Nice deep breaths, smiling, making the face lighter. Make sure your abdomen is engaged. So if you move a little, it won't throw you off balance. With an exhale, bring that hand back to heart center. We're going to bring that knee out front, and then bring that leg down. Shake out that left leg, and we'll do the other side. So up nice and tall, ground that right foot, micro bend in the right knee, and then kickstand the left heel against the right ankle. And if you're ready, you can place that left foot on the right calf or thigh, just not the knee. And then engage your tree branches. If you're really comfortable in balanced poses, you can close your eyes and try it there. It's much harder. Once again, make sure the weight is evenly distributed in that right foot. You're engaging the abdomen. Not that you're completely flexing it, you're just engaging and tighten it up a little bit. And it helps if you apply pressure with this left foot into the right leg. Nice deep breaths. With an exhale, bring the hands to heart center. We're going to bring that left knee up. And exhale, place it down on the mat. And just take a real quick Tadasana. You can blink your eyes open. We're going to come to seated. If you want to go to seated, you can, or if you want to get there through squat, have your feet about mat width apart, toes going out just a little. Inhale up nice and tall, and with an exhale, you're going to squat down. Whenever your heels come off the mat, that's where you want to stop. If you're all the way down, you can maybe place the elbows inside the knees. Apply a little bit of pressure there, opening up the inner thigh and groin a little bit. Whenever you're ready, you can place your hands down on the mat and come to a comfortable seated position. Up nice and tall. If you're sitting cross-legged, switch the direction of your legs unless you consciously went the way you normally don't or normally do. It's a great way to practice balance because we always have a tendency to want to put one leg in front and one in back. So if you consciously make that effort to switch it, it helps bring balance in this position. Each side will be even. Up nice and tall. Hands are on the knees. So with an inhale, bring both arms way up overhead. Exhale, bring that right hand down to mat and left arm overhead. Elongating that left side and making sure that left glute stays on the mat. Inhale, bring both arms up overhead. And exhale, over. You can bend that left elbow to keep that left shoulder away from your ear. Inhale, come back up to center. And with an exhale, forward fold. And once again here, we're not trying to bring our head to the ground. We're bringing our chest towards the ground. And wherever the chest stops, the head should stop too. Keeping that spine nice and straight. So we're going to do that whole process we just did, one breath, one movement. So when we're ready, we're going to inhale both arms up overhead. Exhale over to the right. Inhale back up to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale back up to center and forward fold here. One breath, one movement, and think about your yogic breathing here. Nice, slow breaths, matching your breath to your movement. So before we start, we'll take an inhale and exhale, and then on that next inhale, we'll go. If you're not in the forward fold yet, just take your time and get there when you get there. We can all wait. If you're in the forward fold, just relax. Inhale both arms up overhead. Exhale, release your arms. You can place your hands on your knees, and we're just going to make some big circles with the spine. Using that lower back, make that circle as big as you can. And you might, when you go right, lift that left glute off the mat a little. Almost like the whole body is just making the circle, but it's coming from the back. And change directions. Stillness. Up nice and tall. We're going to do a seated cat-cow here. So hands are on the knees. Spine is nice and straight and shoulders are back. With the inhale, rock your pelvis back. Bring the chest forward and gaze up. Exhale, cat. So arch the back, roll the pelvis forward and chin the chest. Just do these at your own pace. Once again, one breath, one movement. Every inhale is a cow, and every exhale is a cat. And after your next cat, you can come to a nice neutral spine. And straight. We're going to switch our legs. If you're seated cross-legged, we'll put them back the other way. Up nice and tall. Inhale, both arms up overhead. We're going to do a seated twist here. So with an exhale, place that left hand on right knee, right hand behind back, twisting from the ribs. No pressure on the neck. Inhale, both arms up overhead. And exhale, right hand, left knee, left hand behind back, twisting from the ribs. Inhale, both arms up overhead. And exhale, forward fold. Once again, bringing the chest towards the ground. Not reaching the head.
Inhale, bring both arms up overhead. And exhale, release your arms. We're going to do one more little bit of spinal movement here. So with an inhale, bring both arms up overhead, and we're going to interlock the fingers for Charlie's Angels fingers. Pointers going up, thumbs back, and just make some circles with the upper spine. And change directions. And you can come to stillness. Exhale, release your arms down by your sides. And just take a few deep breaths here. We're just going to start to relax our body. Your hands can be on your knees, palms up or palms down. Make sure those shoulders are back. Quiet times in practice are great just to focus on your breath and be present. So much of yoga is not just about moving, it's about being still. It's about clearing your mind, being comfortable in your own skin, and just being present. Not worrying about what's already happened, or not worrying about what's going to happen. Just being on your mat, focusing on you, your health and well-being. Focus on breathing deeply. Before we come to a laying position, we're just going to work on a few chants. Bring your hands to heart center. And we're going to do an Om and then an Om Shanti. So remember with that first Om, it's going to be a big Om. We're going to feel that vibration in the chest. So it's one big inhale. The whole exhale is the Om. Then we're going to take a big inhale. And it's going to be an Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So before we start, take a big inhale, exhale, then we go. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You bring your hands to rest on your knees again. Just take a few deep breaths here. slowly blink your eyes open. And we're going to come to a laying position. Nice and flat on the mat. Arms down by your sides, relaxing the shoulders. And with an inhale, pull your knees to chest and just gently rock side to side. You can come to stillness, and we're going to do a happy baby here. So if you can grab the soles of your feet, your ankles or calves, and then send the soles of your feet up to the sky. Making sure there's no pressure on the neck. Big bends in the knees. And we'll stay here for a little bit. When you're ready with an inhale, we're going to send our legs straight up to the sky. If you have a hard time with this, you can always put a pillow under your hips. It'll help lift the hips. Maybe point and flex your toes. And with an exhale, bend your knees. Bring your feet as close to your hips as you can get them. And then we're going to do reclined bound angels. So you're going to turn your feet so the soles of your feet are touching. You want your heels as close to your pelvic floor as you can get them. And butterfly the legs out so the weight of the leg and gravity are holding them in this position. If this is very painful on the inner thigh, you can always put some mats or blankets under the legs to support them. But never put any weight on top of the legs to push them further into the asana. We only want gravity and the weight of the leg. If you'd like, you can place your hands on your belly or belly and chest, or have them down by your side. And all we're going to do here is just stay here and take some deep breaths. It's a windy day here in West Jefferson. I don't know if you heard that or not. As you hear, there's no movement other than the torso lifting with each inhale and melting into the mat with each exhale. Just relaxing, clearing your mind, and breathing. Ready, place your hands on the outside edge of your thigh and just bring your knees up. Soles of the feet are back on the mat. And then put your feet about mat width apart. And we're just going to do a little windshield wiper here. So with an exhale, let the legs fall off to the left. And just stay there. Keep both shoulders flat on the mat. If you have tight hips or a hip flexor or IT band, this is a nice asana to loosen that up. You want to make sure both shoulders are flat on the mat and your gaze goes up towards the ceiling. Inhale, bring both knees back to center. And exhale, let them fall off to the right. Once again, the shoulders are flat, looking up towards the ceiling or sky.
back to center. And just go through one more time. Inhaling back to center. And exhale off the other way. Inhale back to center, and we'll get ready for Shavasana so you can extend the legs out long. Maybe have them about mat width apart and let your toes fall off to the outside edges of the mat. Your arms down by your sides, maybe 12 inches off your hips, palms up or palms down, whichever's more comfortable for you. And just start to relax all the tension in your face. Put a slight smile on your lips. Take your tongue off the roof of your mouth. Relax your jaw. Right, think about your brow and relax your brow. With your next inhale, let it fill your torso. And with the exhale, just let go of any tension in your upper body. Let it all melt into the mat below you. And send your next inhale to your hips and legs. And then with the exhale, let go of any tension in your lower body. And for the remainder of Shavasana, let your chest and belly move freely with each inhale and exhale. If thoughts come to your mind, let them float away with the exhale. Slowly bring awareness back to your body. Maybe wiggle your fingers and toes or roll your wrists and ankles. And when you're ready with your eyes closed, roll onto your left or right side. Shavasana is corpse pose. It's symbolic of leaving behind what we'd like to leave behind in practice, starting our day and life from this point forward. And when you're ready with your eyes closed, push yourself up into a comfortable seated position with Anjali Mudra hands or prayer hands, thumbs on sternum and a light bow to your head. Yoga is a journey, and I'd like to thank you for sharing that journey with me today. The only difference between who you are and who you want to be is what you do. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for being here today, everybody. This was a pretty relaxing class. The last 15 to 20 minutes I did very calming things. So it's a great class to save if you are thinking about nighttime before bed. Bring a little movement to yourself, but then finish it with some calm periods of practice. Chanting is always a great way to calm your body too. I hope you enjoyed the class. We only have a few days left in Mindful March, so I will be teaching tomorrow a pranayama class, and then Janine will finish the month out on Wednesday. We hope you enjoyed this. As we get ready for in-person classes, just keep that in mind. Or if you have any friends or family you think might enjoy practicing with us, please make sure you let them know. Namaste.